Hi everybody, it's Adam from Origins Game Fair, and I'm here with our artist, guest of honor, Alan Panakal. Alan, your booth is just amazing. We were walking up and I saw that and it caught my eye and just was like lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah. Everyone keeps saying they thinks there's television screens behind me, and I'm like, no, they're just actually giant pieces of metal.
Yeah, they're so vibrant.
Yeah.
That is absolutely amazing. So tell me about some of your art back here. What can you tell me about these pieces?
So it's all based on my series called The Ancient Ones. I'm the artist and writer. It's basically, all the art you see here is based on the book one that I've been writing for about 15 years. And I finally kickstarted it last year, basically. So all the illustrations, all the artwork's from the first book.
Absolutely amazing. So tell me about this crazy astronaut back here. Who's that?
So that's the main character. His name's Rohan Matthew. He's also called a keybinder because he's integral to the whole system of the universe in this series. I don't want to give too much away. You should actually read it because the keybinders are what... there's a main weapon in the series called the World Machine, and the keybinders are the ones that unlock and control it, basically.
Absolutely. Very cool. So how did you get all started with all of this?
So I'm trained as a graphic designer. I did that for over 20 years. And then about, 7-8 years ago, I started learning some illustration work because I was talking to some friends and I was telling them about the series I'm thinking about writing. And they were like, why don't you illustrate it yourself? So then I started doing illustration work and mentoring under certain people. And then I just developed the style on its own. Writing-wise, I'm still learning. Even for book one, I had to have some writers help me embellish all the stories. But I feel like I'm getting my bearings, so hopefully book two will be all me. Maybe. We'll see.
Very cool. So do you have a personal favorite piece of everything that you've got on display here?
I mean, the Traveler is the first piece I ever created, right? So I called him the Traveler. He's also the keybinder, but it was called the Traveler. And, that's how I learned my style while I was developing that piece. So I'd say that one speaks to me the most. And then Homeworld, which is this piece back here with the mountains and stuff, is the last piece I finished that really made me feel good about my style because I put everything into that piece, basically. So.
Very cool, very cool. So tell me about some of your inspiration because your art is just so colorful and evocative. Where do you get...
So I grew up in the 80s, so I like synthwave and outrun style. I watched a lot of 80s cartoons, and then I read a lot of sci-fi fantasy. So my inspirations are really the 80s. If you like synthwave music, you'll find that emotion in these pieces. If you know outrun style, you'll see it in my work. If you like 80s cartoons, the book is kind of like this nostalgic 80s cartoon style of writing. It's not hard sci-fi at all. It's just a fun, if you want to control, some cartoons like Voltron and Thundercats, Silverhawks, things like that I loved as a kid. So I kind of put all that into my writing because that's what I enjoyed. So hopefully that's what everybody else will enjoy.
Awesome. That's absolutely amazing. So tell me about some of the other... What can people find at a booth when they come to Origins next year or at another convention when you're here? What are some of the things that you have here other than just those amazing... those amazing Master Edition pieces back there?
So I've got the book, which is got everything in it. If you like reading and like artwork, it's all in there. I've got playmats for people that like to tabletop card games or any kind of tabletop games. Or you can use them as a mouse pad if you're looking to, if you're just a video gamer. I've got sketchbooks. I've got smaller pieces of metal. And then I got prints. Hopefully by next year when I come back to the show, I also have pins. But I'm hoping by next year when I come back to the show, I'll have my RPG ready. So that'll be part of the book series. And then I am working on a board game with a couple developers in the show. But, making a board game takes forever.
Absolutely, absolutely. Can we get any sort of hints about anything with your game ideas? This is Origins.
2 different ideas for board games. One is a card game with dice because I wanted something small that you can travel with, like when you're hanging out with your friends, just throw it in your backpack and go. And then I'm working on a bigger tabletop board game, which is going to be a little robust because I was like, it's a tabletop game. Let's make it as big and let's go big or go home. So... But again, I don't know, I'm not good with the mechanics of board games. That's all new to me. I'm good with the idea part of it. So I'm developing it with these 2 people and we'll see. I like some of their ideas. I don't like some of their ideas. So it's like, because it has to also fit within the universe, right? Like, I don't want to jump off and all of a sudden put something new in the game that doesn't exist in the world.
Sure.
because that's weird. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's so important in game design to make sure that you're connecting to that world.
yes, exactly.
Absolutely. So, Alan, where can people find you when you aren't here?
I'm under all social media under Alan Panakal Art, except TikTok. You've heard this because somebody is squatting on my name, and that guy is a punk. But I'm just Alan Panakal on TikTok, Alan Panakal Art everywhere else. And if you go to ancientones.net, you can find all my work and all the stories. Every time I put a new piece of art there, there's a story that coincides with each of the pieces, so it's all there. And I don't have ancientones.com yet because someone's squatting on that. So someday I'll make enough money to buy it.
All right. Thank you very much, Alan Panakal, here from Origins Online. I'm Adam. Have a wonderful day, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.